I said to Tom last night in the pub, I said, I bet you can't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Come and help me unload all these barrels for watering, and then we'll have a walk. We'll have a walk round the land to see if we can spot any deer what Ken saw the other day. I can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. He's turned up. He's there, Luke. Is this a man? Is it a myth? He's there.
Like something out of a horror movie.
You're not wrong there. So yeah, after
been in the bushes for the last 5 hours.
yeah, so after our discussion on Highland cows last night.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be squeezing any teats today.
We're not going to be doing that. We're just going looking for deer.
Imagine you and me.
No.
And Mark's coming over. What the bloody hell are you doing?
Well, I've just got back in, and I've got to be totally honest. That wasn't the best idea we had last night in the pub. Blinking heck, we got absolutely drenched. Obviously, we didn't see anything. It's just, it was laughable. It was laughable, and he did turn up. In fact, we both turned up. Because I've got to be honest, when that alarm went off this morning, I thought, nah, he's going to text me. He's going to say, oh, let's give it a miss, Andy. But you know what? He didn't. He turned up. And to be honest, we didn't last very long. So I'm going to do it again on a drier day. So everything's drying, as you can see. All drying. So I've just washed everything out of the fridge. I've got some carrots. Denise Dubois, here we have it, see? You've asked in your local shop, can you get these heart-shaped cabbage? Which you can't, but we're fortunate enough and we can. So they call them actually, there we go, sweetheart cabbage. That's it, and they're British. So that might be the reason you can't get them in Canada. So I've got some, they didn't have any field mushrooms, so I had to buy these sliced ones. I've got some pork fillet. I've got some minced beef, which I'm going to make. Kirsty, my niece, is coming round tomorrow to do Dawn's hair. So I'm going to make them a chilli for tomorrow for the tea. And I'm going to do a pork with a wild mushroom sauce. But I'm going to doctor that up a little bit myself with some beef stock cubes, make a bit of a gravy up with onions, and just see what we could come up with. And then, what time is it now? It's 20 to 9 now. We was out, what time did we get out this morning? Well, I got down on the land for about 6 o'clock. So I'm going to have a brew now, a bit of toast, and do a little bit of cooking, and then I'm heading back down onto the 110 today. I've got a bit to do down there. So let's crack on with this. Right, I'm back in the kitchen. What I'm going to do, as I showed you earlier, I'm just going to prepare now the dishes I showed you. So first of all, I'm going to do the vegetables. I'm going to cook the carrots first and then add the cabbage to the pan. So all I'm going to do is just like roughly chop the carrots. As you see. Try not to chop your finger at the same time. Not good that. That's not the finger where the dog bit me, so not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's still raining out there. I know I've had a few comments from a couple of people this morning saying the weather up in the northeast is nice. Well, I can assure you, as you saw from when I met Tom earlier, it's certainly not nice here at all. So, I'm just reading a comment as well about somebody who enjoyed that pork fillet dish that I did in peppercorn sauce last week. We enjoyed it that much. I'm going to do it again today. Right, we'll get them carrots boiled and then add the cabbage. I always like to do a little bit more than we need because you can add it to another dish the following day if need be. Did well then, I didn't drop any before. So we'll get them carrots on the go. Put the fan on. In fact, that fan's noisy. I'll knock the fan off and open the window. That's a better idea. Oh, the window's broken. I've got to do that thing where I've got to fix my window again. damn blast. No swearing on my camera. I'll put the fan back on then. And then I'll operate on that. Yeah. So, if your window jams and you can't open your lock and you've lost your keys, what you do is, right in the corner bit there at the end, you knock a knife in, press that in and force it open. And then you don't have to have your fan on. I think it was, who was it who was commenting to me? Oh, it was Dave Watkins, wasn't it, in Autumn Green? So that's what you do, Dave, when your window sticks. I can knock my fan back off now. That's one of my favourite sayings, isn't it? Every day's a learning day. So when I prepare my cabbage, I just cut it in half, save half for another day, or I have got some carrots left over. I could see if my mum wants a bit of cabbage and some carrots. She makes a soup every week. So as I've shown you before, when I'm cutting my cabbage, there's your heart. So you just cut up to the heart, so it keeps the cabbage all in one piece and not spreading all over your chopping board. Grab hold of it and just simply chop it. And 9 times out of 10 it doesn't fly all over the kitchen like it's doing now. So I'll just, as I say, when the carrots are cooked, I'll just add that to the carrots and away we go. Pity we still didn't have the rabbits. Casey and Michael, are we having them again or what? The rabbits would like this art. Right, I'm going to chop my onions, and I'm going to chop 2 onions for the pork fillet dish and 1 onion for the chilli dish. Which I must get that mince on the go now, actually. The forecast for the next, me and Tom were looking at it this morning. The forecast for the next 10 days is terrible. A lot of heavy rain, so we were saying like it, you know, it was a good thing that we've actually changed the date of the pumpkin festival, because originally it was going to be, wasn't it, the 10th, the weekend of the 10th, and to be honest, it's actually it's worked out quite well, but with Rick's funeral being now on the 10th. You know, the funeral procession's setting off, or the cortege, she's setting off from the Cheshire Cheese in G Cross. So, I think at 9:45, so G Cross is going to be absolutely packed. Right, so I've got them chopped, not too long that, has it? Just to chop a few onions. And I'm not crying. Right, there we are, I've got that done. So I've trimmed up my pork fillet, and as I've shown you before, those of you who've watched the vlogs, what's that out there? I think that's an ambulance. Yeah, I've trimmed up quite a lot of the fat off, so I'm going to slice it into just medallion sort of sizes, normally around about 1/4 of an inch thick. So I'll get that done, and then as I've shown you before, I just turn the meat over on its side, and tenderise it like so. Do it both sides if you like. I'm in this shot, I don't know. I did one the other day, and it just had my shoulders. Oh, well, saying that, you don't really want to look at my head, do you? Right, I've had the carrots going for for about 5 minutes now, so I'm going to add the cabbage into the pan. I'm not going to cook that for too long, because what I can't stand is soggy cabbage. And I don't like really soft carrots either. I like to be able to crunch into them. So I think I just pop a bit more water in that. Right, the mince and the onions are cooking. for Kirsty and Dawn's chilli tomorrow. I've got a bit of that curry I made yesterday left over, so I think I'm going to have the curry with jacket potato. And just like I said the other day, I do a nice prawn and banana curry. I might just actually slice some banana into it to give it like a bit of a sweet taste for me tomorrow. Right, I've got my griddle pan there now, and as I've said before, these pans that have metal, can you see me in this shot? I don't know whether you can or not. Sometimes when Dawn's here, she can say, yes, you're in the shot. And when I'm on my own, unless I flip the camera, I don't know whether I'm in it or not. But anyway, what I was saying, these metal handles, they get hot. So what you can buy for these, brilliant. And they just flip over the handle like so, and it stops you burning your hand. So I'm going to tenderise the pork and just stick it straight in the griddle pan. If I've got a little bit left over, what I might do is cook a little bit of it and add it to my curry tomorrow night. Right, the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a tin of chopped tomatoes to the mince. And then I'll put my herbs and my chilli powder and try not to drop a piece of paper off the tin in there as well. Put that in my recycling bin. So I'll stir that in there. What I've done, I'll just show you. I've just put my kidney beans there in a sieve, and I'm going to wash them off. Just takes a bit of the that starchiness out of them. So I'll let them strain a bit, and then we'll put back over there, see if we're in the shot. What you can do, if you've not got all the herbs and spices, I'm just looking in the cupboard now, you can add one of these mixtures to your tomatoes and your mince and your onions. I'm not going to do that because I've got some chilli and stuff in the cupboard, but that's something you can do if you don't want to buy loads of herbs and things in. What I'm going to use to spice up I've got this Lumberjack's hot sauce. I'm going to add that to the chilli to give it a bit of spicy heat to it, and it really does. So thank you, Brendan and Jaden, for this. I see you're doing really well as well, lads. What I forgot to do is add the fresh garlic at the beginning. So I'm going to cheat and put some of these garlic granules into the chilli. Also, I forgot to mention it yesterday. Can I say a massive thank you once again to Alex from Leeds. You and your family dropped off a load of bird food and bird feeders. As you can see, if you're still watching the vlogs, mate, the birds are really enjoying now what you provided. Feeding them down by the canal, up near the Highland cows, and at the start of Alfred's nature trail. So thanks again for that, mate. Really mean that. Right, I've got the pork fillet cooking now. That's sizzling away quite nicely. And what I like to do is put some black peppercorns onto it while it's cooking. That way some of the, where I've scored the meat, where I've bashed it out to tenderise it, the peppercorns will go into some of the slits and it'll give that nice peppery taste into the pork. The chili's now cooked. Not sure whether you can see it or not. Let's see if I can get the angle. I'll tell you what, I'll take it off the tripod. So there's the chilli all cooked now. And what I have done, I've added one of these beef stock cubes, any beef stock cube, to the chilli, just to bring the flavour of the mince out. Right, my next job now, I'm just sweating off the onions in the pan. I'm going to add some of these mushrooms to it. When that's cooked through, I'm going to add the pork fillet and just knock up the bit of gravy, and that job's all done. I've cooked the carrots and the cabbage. I'm going to season that and we'll be all ready to go. Right, so I've seasoned the cabbage and the carrots, just with salt and pepper, absolutely delicious. That'll go gorgeous with this pork tonight. So that's all cooking now in the pan. So I've knocked some gravy granules up in a mug, and I've got my wild mushroom sauce there. I'm going to add that to the pan and it's all finished. And then what I'll do, I'll just season it a bit with the black pepper and the salt, and if it needs anything else I'll add it. If it doesn't, you do it all to taste. As I always say to you, don't say it like, you don't need to ask a question like, Andy, how much salt do you put on? How much pepper do you put in? Do it all to your own taste. Get a teaspoon, taste it, and what's that thing you've got there? And it just appeared in the garden. What was that then? It's gone. Oh, look at that. Magpie. So, and look at that gable end of my mother's. Absolutely beautiful now, that Virginia creeper. So I've just come down to see my mate here. He's got a tear in his eye. He thought I'd come to labour for him, but do you know what? I've actually got a bit on with the pumpkins. As much as I'd like to dig some holes for you, I've got a bad knee as well.
I've got some knee pads.
Too big for me.
Alright, I'll crack on my own.
Although saying that, my swollen knee's like one of them, so...
Yeah, I know. We'll get it sorted, I'm sure, soon, won't we?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm not going to peep round that corner, see what's going on, but you will all see. You'll all see it when tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, quite a bit has gone on, and then obviously the next day as well. So, yeah. It's
Yes.
happening.
So whatever you do not miss out on that, because I've seen round the corner. So
Yeah, it's getting there. Isn't
yeah, it is. Right, I'll go and check up on my birds. Nice one. Cheers, pal. Right, let's have a look, see what's happening around here. It's stopped raining now, which is pretty good. See if there's any of them furry squirrels knocking around. Can't see anything, but look at the colours now. These autumn colours. Beautiful. Let's just have a look. I'm going to keep quiet a minute. That's hard to do. Nothing. Nothing at all. Blinking heck, I've got a nut hatch. Unbelievable. I've not got my glasses on, so I don't know whether I'm picking it up very well. Well, that's fantastic. Beautiful robin singing. And a plane. I've left my friend now down on the bottom 50. I've made my way up. I'm going to go and check on the bird feeders up here while I wander through this maze. Just hoping to catch a pheasant. Never been that lucky. Nice in here though. Blinking heck, what the heck's that? Wondered where he'd gone. Hey mate. Blinking heck. You're alright. Blinking heck, you look like you've been out in rain. I promise, I've not come to milk you. I promise. Hello. Hello, man. You're looking a bit bedraggled, aren't you? Although it has rained a bit, hasn't it? Hey? Your mate's coming up in a minute to feed you. I've decided I'm staying this side of the fence to be on the safe side. Right, my plan is now, is to look, well you can see the pumpkins I've got here now, but it's to walk along these lines and find the pumpkins that are in the long grass. And there's plenty of them. When you walk along, they are actually hid. But what I want to do, I want to trim some of the grass back, and we can make some paths through. That way we'll have like drive-throughs, you know, because if we want to get through with the tractor and what have you to load up pumpkins, you can get through with the wheelbarrows. But that's my plan, and I'm waiting for my boss coming. He's probably gone back to bed. Probably hasn't all. Although no, he's got a job on. He did tell me what he was doing, but you'll see that in his vlog. So the good news is it stopped peeing down. Hey, and that was something else as well. When I was down on the down at the bird feeders at Alfred's Trail, a tree creeper, kid you not, landed above my head in the tree with the ivy on near the sign, Alfred's Trail. Unfortunately, my camera's on my tripod, so I couldn't lift it up to film it, but a tree creeper and a nuthatch, and there was a robin, so it's a start, second day in, doing all right. So the strimmer's out, and I'll get on with the job. We need to make these pathways 10 foot wide so we can get the vehicles through them. So this is the start of it. This is the very first path being put in. We'll just, I don't know, keep plodding along. It's going to take a while, but you know what, we've got 2.5 weeks. Right mate, just a quick update. This is the start of it. This is the first one's cut, and I'm cutting a pathway in as well, just so we're not leaving the pumpkins in long grass. I've just had a phone call off Tom, so I've got to get off now, but I'm just going to walk up here now. I've cut a nice big pathway into here, coming across loads of pumpkins, obviously, as you can see them. And this is the sparse patch. This is the patch where we didn't really think we had any at all. So I've got a massive road in now, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a left when I get to the top here. In fact, I'll do a shortcut, do a left, and I'm bringing another road in this way. It's a bit sparse down there, so what we'll do, we'll bring him up to here in a wheelbarrow, and then I'm just going to cut my way back down here now, and then all the pumpkins that are on my right hand side, I'll put in this pathway that's not quite cut through yet. We've got a lot of these rotten ones, unfortunately. They're only 10p each if you want one. There won't be much left of it though by the time you get here. There's a robin behind me, but the call in front of me there, that's the call of a nuthatch, which is up there. It's going to fly in a minute, I think. Well, that's what was on the bird feeder on the trail before. Probably not that one light, because I'm quite a long way off that now. Right, it's come to that time of day again. I'm absolutely shattered today, to be honest. I've had quite a busy day up on the farm today. Garden's looking good, isn't it? So, I'm going to bring my vlog to an end here now. Had a bit of everything, haven't you, today? A few birds knocking around, a bit of cooking, a bit of pumpkins, a bit of deer hunting. Oh, that was a waste of time. But like I always say, you know, if you like what you see, you can subscribe to my channel at Under the Gardener G-Cross. 27,000 I hit last night, so thank you very much to all my subscribers. I think I've only got one vlog now in the top 100 in hype, so you know, if you want to hype me, I'm quite happy with that. So as I say, look at that gable end as well. So like I said, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel Under the Gardener G-Cross, leave a like and ding dong on that bell. You know, I always leave you something. Today I'm just going to leave you with my beautiful garden. See you all for now, ta-da.